You have joined me on a 1 mile final into Princess Juliana Airport on board the Air France 777-100 ER, and right after this we will roll the first flight, the first plane, and then we will copy and do the route of it. So let me just quickly butter this one down.
$100, $50, $30, $20, $10.
Yeah, we definitely touched down.
Come on, it wasn't that bad. Flight showing 190 feet per minute, yeah. Actually quite okay. This has been a 8-hour and 20-minute flight from Paris Charles de Gaulle, and here we are. Here we are in the FlightRadar24 website, and these are all the current active flights right now. I'm gonna have to recreate one of these flights. For this part, I'm planning to make this a mini series. For this part, we will roll only Europe. So basically only what will be in this square right here. I want something quite short haul, quite European. Then we might go Africa for one continent, Asia for one, South America, North America. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna swivel my mouse like this. I'm gonna count to 3, and then I'm gonna stop and click. So let's go. 1, 2, 3. This is the jet we're getting, but this is a private jet. I can't do a private jet, only airliners. Let's try again. 1, 2, 3. What is this? Oh, another private jet. 1, 2, 3. There. Transavia flight operated by a 737-800. Take a screenshot of this. It is operated by a 737-800 heading from Paris Orly Airport down to Seville. I actually have no idea where that is. Where's Seville? This is Seville. We're gonna be flying here from Paris Orly Airport. So, yep. And here we are, guys, in the Transavia Boeing 737-800. For you, it was 10 seconds. For me, next morning. So yeah, this is a completely different day. I'm going to be filming this. And I downloaded the scenery. I downloaded the livery. But we're in the PMDG 737-800. And today we are flying down from Seville, from Paris Orly to Seville Airport. We're looking at a flight time of around 2 hours and 30 minutes. Distance is 820 miles. So here we are, guys. I'm gonna get the flight plan ready. I turned Beyond ATC on. That's the ATC we will be using for today's flight. I'm hoping to make this Flight Radar challenge into a series, and I also would like for you guys to come up for a proper name for the series. Yeah, leave it in the comments below. Let me just start the jet up. Transavia 220 requesting clearance down to Seville.
Transavia 220, Oli delivery, expect runway 24 Lagopa 2 Quebec departure. Squawk 0651.
Expect runway 24, Agop 2 Quebec departure, squawk 0651, Transavia 220.
Transavia 220, I read back correct. Contact ground 121.705 when ready for pushback or engine start.
121.705 when ready for push or start, Transavia 220. Okay, let's turn the APU on. Now let's arm the lights, the fasten seatbelt signs on. Turn these on. But I think we're actually ready for pushback. Transavia 220 requesting push and start.
Transavia 220, Oli ground, pushback approved. Face west.
Pushback approved, face west, Transavia 220. Okay, what we need to do is take off the chocks. Sorry, not the chocks, the ground power. So I think it's actually off. Yes, it's not.
Hello, Captain. We are ready
We're ready for push. Oh, I need to change the runways and enter in the squawk. So the ATC gave me runway 24 for takeoff and the Apple to Quebec departure. Quebec, yes.
Departure checks completed. Bypass inserted.
Squawk is 0 6 5 1. Yeah. I did.
Locking gear. Starting parking brakes. All engines clear. Start at wheel.
Let's set flaps 5 up. Can now begin turning on engine 1. For some reason in the flight sim, this airport, it's very, very cloudy. But only this airport. The de Gaulle, the main Paris airport, it can always be no clouds, no nothing, no winds even. It's like a nice airport. This airport, always foggy, always rainy. I don't know if it's just a flight simulator bug or is it just how the territory runs is there. So I'm guessing we could request taxi now. Transavia 220 requesting taxi to runway 24.
Transavia 220, runway 24 taxi via Whiskey 2, Lima Papa, Whiskey 41.
Transavia 220 taxi runway 24 via Whiskey 2, Lima Papa, Whiskey 41.
Cette partie vraie. Waiting you, confirmation fort à good engine start.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Unlock indeed.
Okay, so we will have to go around this terminal, so straight, right, and then go a little more straight, then turn left, and then we're gonna reach runway 24. This airport has 3 runways. It's quite a nice airport. The scenery is also relatively good.
D'autroc disconnected.
Okay, so we are ready for taxi. Okay, taxi is almost completed. I think the ground will soon tell us to contact tower. You can see a lot of planes here. Volotea, Iberia, 4 planes of fueling. You're really making every single cent standing here. It's airlines.
Transavia
There
220,
it is.
contact Rolly Tower 118.7.
118.7, Transavia 220. Orly Tower, Transavia 220, requesting takeoff.
Transavia 220, Oli Tower, wind variable, runway
Turn
24
on the
cleared
landing
for
lights.
takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 24, Transavia 220. Okay, there we go. Cabin crew prepare for takeoff.
Knots.
120. Oh, my V-speeds did not get inserted. Oops. A mistake I made, but I think V1 rotate would feel safe if I would do it right about now.
Positive rate of climb.
Check, gear up.
Transavia 220, contact Oli departure 127.75.
127.75, Transavia 220, bye-bye. Pull flaps up. Orally departure, Transavia 220 at 1,500 feet.
Transavia 220, Oli departure identified, climb to flight level 170.
Climbing to flight level 170, Transavia 220. Okay, we're in there. Everything is going very well. $400 miles to go until we reach Seville Airport. I've never actually landed there in the flight sim, even though I have 3,000 hours on it, and I visited probably half of the bigger airports in Europe. But this is not on my list, but now I will unlock it. So yeah, I'm gonna talk to you guys when I will begin the descent. Okay, here we are. Of course, ATC starts talking.
Center on 119.55. Air Portugal 935. Bye-bye.
Okay, so I need to request descent.
Swift 8296, Forno 1 Foxtrot, runway 35. Report ready for descent.
Forno 1 Foxtrot, runway 35, ready for descent. Swift 8296.
Swift 8296, descend to flight level 180.
Descend to flight level 180, Swift 8296.
Transavia 220 requesting descent.
Transavia 220, Hinojosa 4 Echo, runway 27, descend to flight level 290.
Hinojosa for Echo, runway 27, descend to flight level
Okay, so we have
290,
that done.
Transavia 220.
Making sure runway 27, the same arrival, everything is okay. 144 miles down to go. And when we hit the top of descent, we should begin descending, of course. Okay, here we are, 19 miles away, 29 miles actually, but 19 miles away until the glide slope, 29 miles away until landing. I have auto brake free already set up and ready. Landing lights are on, everything's on and ready for landing. So yeah, I just got clearance from the ATC. They cleared me to land runway 27. I've never, yeah, wait, actually I might have flown once out of Seville Airport. But it wasn't for any, when I was just starting to fly Microsoft Flight Sim, I did a flight from Seville to Gibraltar in a private jet. I think, but no flight plans, no nothing. I had like 20 hours on the flight sim then. So I think Seville was actually the first place where I did a full flight. So, yep. Hope you're enjoying the video until now. I'm gonna try to make this, as I said, a mini-series. Maybe post at least 5 or 6 episodes on this around every continent. European airlines, they're relatively, I would say, more boring. Because, like, of course, I flew most of Europe. But flying in, like, Australia or South America, Brazil, New Zealand, those regions, I haven't done a lot of flights, and some of the approaches are very nice. Like when I started this video.
Privilege 907 pop-up, contact Seville Tower 118.105.
When I started the video,
contact Tower 118.105. Privilege 907 pop-up.
The Transavia, the Air France 777-200ER, I flew that from Paris. That was a very nice approach, of course, into St. Martin. And here, the landings and the whole approaches are much more boring because you're landing in the same open field land. This is just the same field, some mountains in the back. There's nothing too interesting about it. If anyone is interested, that is Carmona, sorry, right over there.
Vueling 2512, contact Seville Tower 118.105, bye-bye. Contact Tower 118.105, Vueling 2512.
There's quite a lot of traffic on Beyond ATC. There's a Vueling plane arriving. There is another Privilege with a call sign plane arriving. Yep, quite a big amount of traffic, and yeah, we're 14 miles away and we're soon gonna establish ILS. I think that is the airport. Yep, there it is. I think we might need to slow down, so let's pull out flaps 1 and let's lose speed, so we're gonna go 185 knots. Go and turn the approach mode on. The Transavia livery is actually quite nice, especially the bottom part, which I really like. So
all aircraft be advised, information Bravo now current QNH1014.
I lowered ATC down. So what I like is that if you're going this way, you're going to holidays, and if you're going this way, you're going skiing or back home where it's cold. So basically cold, warm, because Transavia, most of its destinations are like from the Netherlands and Paris Orly, or from France. And there, of course, it's colder than, let's say, going to Rhodes, Heraklion, or Malaga, or even here in Seville. Okay, gear down. Arm the spoilers. tower on 118.105 Transavia 220. Seville Tower, Transavia 220 on final runway 27. Continue Transavia 220. Is the fueling plane in front of us or behind us? I think it's somewhere behind us. There's this bug with the camera, sometimes this happens. Here.
Transavia 220, the wind variable, runway 27 clear to land.
Transavia 220, clear to land, runway 27.
1,000.
So the terminal is on the right, so there's no reason to stop too quickly, because then we're gonna have to taxi longer. When I'm filming on YouTube, I never get a good landing, so hopefully I'm best at landing the 737 MAX I fly and also displayed. My favorite plane to land is the 737 family jets. Autopilot off. I already see that the scenery is very nice. Looking at the building on the left. Exit right at Hotel Papa 2. spot 2. Transavia 220. Oops, stop. Okay. Oh, only one of my throttles went back for some reason.
Ground 121.705.
KTC, contact ground 121.705, Transavia 220. Okay, auto brake, let's turn that off real quick. Landing lights also off. Here we go, Seville Airport. Transavia 220 requesting taxi to assigned gate.
Transavia 220, head for taxi via Echo 2 Golf 6 Golf 8.
Just let the AI read back
Gate for
instructions.
Echo 2, Golf 6, Golf 8, Transavia 220.
We have to turn right. There's another Transavia jet. Yeah, either came probably from Amsterdam or this is the plane that I followed yesterday. Oh, they gave us a jetway gate. That's actually quite nice of them.
Building 3256, contact Seville Tower 118.105.
There. So guys, thank you for choosing to fly with us. Yep, so thank you for watching this video. Thank you for the passengers who choosing to fly with Transavia. I hope you have an excellent stay in Seville. And the first part of this series led us down to Seville. So yep, actually have another series planned in the future for the flight sim, but I'm not gonna spoil it yet. All I can say it's something to do with flight radar and hopping. Enjoy your time, guys. Have a great day, and I will see you next time on part 2. So yeah, bye bye.